reminder of just how much she means to you. On behalf of the NDC Youth Arm, I want to wish every mother in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique across our diaspora and all over the world a happy and blessed-filled Mother's Day.
Well, thank you very much indeed. This was Miss Lily Welch, the newly elected chairperson of the National Democratic Congress Youth Arm. Tell me, how has this position, how do you feel about this new position you've been launched into?
Honestly, it's been a truly exciting experience so far. We're still in the early stages, but things are moving positively. Things are happening. There's been so many young persons who have been reaching out asking when are we coming to their community, when are we going to do a pop-up in their village. And I just want to say to all of our listeners out there, we are coming to each constituency. Just have some patience. We hear you and we appreciate the support thus far. So far, we've been listening, connecting with our young people, and focusing on building an inclusive space where everyone knows that their voice truly matters. There's a lot of work ahead. However, I'm encouraged by the energy and the willingness of our young people to get involved and step forward.
Well, that's great. Wonderful indeed. And the rest of your team, I noticed that you have quite a what looks like a very energetic team which you're leading. How are things progressing with them?
Yes, the executive members as well as the general population, they are great. They're so excited and energized. We are ready to get things going on the ground. I could not have asked for a better team.
Well, you're a very lucky person then. All right. Let me give you a few seconds for your closing remarks before you leave us.
Sure. So I just want to say thank you again to everyone who has been supporting us, the young people. We really do appreciate it, especially from our leaders, our Honorable Prime Minister and political leader. He has been with us every step of the way. Our General Secretary, Minister Andy Williams. I could not do this without you. Thank you again. And I just want to wish everyone a blessed day and happy Mother's Day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And if you do qualify, happy Mother's Day to you also.
Not yet.
Oh, well. I'm sure we'll soon come. Thank you very much. Thank you for being part of the Heartbeat today. And please extend my best wishes to the rest of your team.
You're welcome. Thank you, Ambassador.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, everyone.
Okay, we'll take a short break again. And when we come back, we'll be chatting with Mr. Randy Dolan, Chairman of Grenada Tourism Authority, and Mrs. Gail Purcell, a business executive. And she is responsible for managing the Secretariat of the Diaspora Homecoming event. So, back with you in a moment.
Montreal, prepare for an exquisite evening of insight and elegance. Join us on Friday, June 5th at 6:30 p.m. at Plaza Volaire in the Armand Plaza Hotel for a night you won't want to miss. Our keynote speaker for the evening will be the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada. Enjoy an ambossal cocktail, a delightful dinner, a captivating live entertainment, all while supporting a great cause. It's at 6600 Chemin de la Côte de Liesse, Saint-Laurent, Quebec. Secure your spot for this extraordinary event. Get your advance tickets now for $150 or $170 after May 5th. Don't wait. Seating is limited. Call us today at 514-707-1533, 514-773-6519 or 514-928-5370 to reserve your tickets. Join us for an exquisite evening of insight and elegance. Get ready, Montreal, for an unforgettable night. Proudly presented by the NDC Canada chapter. We can't wait to see you there. Montreal.
May 16th, Brooklyn will come alive with live acoustic performances from some of Grenada's top local acts, setting the stage for an evening that celebrates culture, cuisine, and community. Set in an atmosphere of refined elegance, guests will enjoy a curated Caribbean culinary experience. The evening will also feature a special keynote address by the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada. This premier fundraising affair promises an unforgettable experience where flavor, music, and purpose come together for a truly meaningful evening. Tickets are available now on GoToFate and Eventbrite. Secure yours early and be part of an extraordinary night. Spice Indulgence, an evening of heritage, connection, and impact. On Saturday, May
Welcome back to the NDC Heartbeat podcast. Right now we're going to be chatting with Randall Dolan. He is the chairperson of the GTA, also deputy chair for the Diaspora Homecoming event. And also we'll be chatting with Mrs. Gail Purcell, business executive, and she's managing the Diaspora Homecoming Secretariat. Welcome to the Heartbeat, both Randy and Gail.
Hi, good morning, Terry. Pleasure to, of course, be with you here again on the NDC Heartbeat.
Great.
And, of course, happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers that are looking locally and abroad. Happy Mother's Day to you all.
Welcome to the Heartbeat once again. And Gail, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Great.
Good morning, Terry.
Wonderful.
Good to be with you on this sunny Mother's Day. And I'd like to extend also to all the mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day.
Great. Thank you very much indeed. This almost reflects and sounds like a board meeting which we continue to hold from time to time. So let me just first of all start off with Gail and ask her for an update with respect to our calendar of events. And unfortunately, based on limited technical support here today, we may not be able to run some of the ads, unfortunately, but Blondell single-handedly will be trying his best. So,
right.
Yeah, so give us an update as to how the calendar will be looking.
Okay, well, we have a packed calendar planned for the attendees for the Diaspora Homecoming, and I think it's going to be an exciting time. It's the inaugural year. So we're looking forward to learning experiences, coming together and sharing. It's a sharing experience. So we're starting off it's running from the 21st of June through to the 5th of July. The first week is primarily community and cultural activities, which gives people an opportunity to re-immerse themselves back into the community, get to know people again, reconnect, re-engage, and just kick back and enjoy a lot of Grenada. I think particularly for some of the diaspora who may or may not get back as often as they would like to, it's nice to partake in activities that you might see online a lot of the time. So we have that week will be, the welcome reception will take place on the 23rd. That's the Tuesday. Arrival day, the official arrival day is the 21st, but we do know that people will be coming in at various points depending on what their travel arrangements are. But that's the kickoff arrival day. On that very day, we will start off with a Thanksgiving service. So if you're here before that, in time, you'll be able to attend the Thanksgiving service on the Sunday morning, and that's going to be at Gateway Assembly, which is right close to the Maurice Bishop Highway. So even if you come in that very morning, you can probably still tune in, join in and worship with us that morning as we give thanks and praise to kick off for a great 2-week cycle. The registration day is on the Monday. It's kind of a late day to give people an opportunity to relax, unwind, and get themselves settled. And then we move into the welcome reception on Tuesday. We're going to be, the intention for the Diaspora Homecoming is to really take everybody around the island. So we're doing events in various locations throughout Grenada. So the welcome event under the auspices of the Foreign Minister, Joseph Andel, will be held at Belmont Estate. So we're looking forward to that. It's a really welcoming environment, and people are going to have a great time there. Then we're going to head right over to Carriacou and Petit Martinique on the Tuesday and Thursday. You have the option, if you would like to overnight and come back on the Thursday, and or you can come back the same day. It's optional. The Thursday and Friday, we have 2 island excursion days where we'll be taking participants around to various sites throughout the island. And on Saturday, the 27th, the TAMCC Foundation launch will happen. They're going to have a brunch there, as well as there's going to be a concert by Jefferson Ramirez. People are familiar with Jefferson. He's a great local talent for us here. And Flavors in the Forest will be taking place on that Saturday as well. So it's a variety of events taking you from different locations throughout Grenada. Sunday is the National Replanting Day. And that day is going to give us an opportunity to regroup, connect with the community, and put some back into the restoration of our nutmegs, our spices, and other things that we've lost over the years with the impact from hurricanes over the period of time. Mount Morris always hosts their breakfast on the last Sunday of the month, so that's going to be hosted on the 28th. So you'll have an opportunity to do that. And Rotary Club of Grenada is hosting a Rhythm and Spice brunch experience. So if you're not coming for Carnival, because some people who are coming for homecoming won't be coming back for Carnival, it's going to give you an opportunity to get a taste of Spice Mass with a pre-Carnival all-inclusive fete event. So as you can see from week one, it's a pretty full experience. Maybe I should pause there.
Yep, as a matter of fact, good idea. I was just thinking that before you go into week 2, let us hear from Randall. Randy, welcome to the Heartbeat.
Yeah, again, thanks for hosting us and the opportunity to speak about the diaspora homecoming. And again, I'd just like to thank you and the Secretariat, for, of course, leading the way and, doing a fabulous job pulling this all together.
Thank you very much, Randall. Well, I am so grateful to the work that you are doing, not just in GTA, but I am very blessed to have you on the team as Deputy Chair for the Diaspora Homecoming event, yourself and Gail and others. It's a big team, and share with the listening audience what has been happening with respect to our PR, our marketing, and just share a bit on the Diaspora Homecoming, what has inspired it, and where we are and how things are progressing.
Well, again, I think it's a wonderful initiative spearheaded by the Government of Grenada and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And the idea is to encourage our diaspora to engage, and we engage with the diaspora, getting them here to Grenada, where we could connect, communicate, network, and that ultimately would help the overall development of Grenada, because once we have better engagement with our citizens across the globe, wherever they may reside, they help bring the expertise that we need to the destination, to Grenada, and then we can collectively build a stronger country together. So this is a start where we are very intentional about the engagement with our diaspora, bringing everybody home, and again, engaging and reconnecting, because we understand the importance of second and third generation Grenadians coming back to the homeland, right, where their parents or grandparents would have grown up, making sure that they feel part of, the progress that we're making here with Grenada, make sure that they feel part of the future of Grenada. So part of that whole week 1 is for us to, get them back, reconnect, re-engage with community. So there's a lot of community engagements that are going to be occurring. And it's to, as Gail just articulated, it's just to get everyone involved, see exactly what's happening, learn where their parents grew up, meet other Grenadians, establish more connections here locally, because that is important. Once you feel part of the country, you feel more connected to the country. It really does help when you are, attempting to reinvest, engage a little bit more, and even at some point look to retire on the island. So it's not necessarily about just, Grenada always asking, diaspora for something, but they're also coming here and seeing what they could also benefit, and enjoy the opportunities that we do have here locally. A lot of times you always look for foreign investment and foreigners holistically to come to our country to patronize our tourism sector and our business sector. But the diaspora, our strong diaspora is right there, and we need to continue to hone in on them, and they are our greatest assets that we can and ultimately we can collectively take Grenada to the next level. So this is an opportunity to meaningfully engage in that.
Fantastic. Well, this is indeed a very exciting moment for Grenada and all Grenadians. As a matter of fact, lots of non-Grenadians have been messaging, inquiring whether they can also participate. And our message is very clear. Yes, we would have you as our guest. Please book your flights, book your hotel, and come on in. We also have great participation and collaboration with our hotels. You want to just chat a little bit about that? How they cooperate?
Yeah, we do have a lot of hotels coming on board right now offering specials, starting from the Spice Island Beach Resort, indigenously owned hotel, 5-star hotels. We have the Silver Sands Group. They are also looking to participate, a Royalton Hotel, True Blue Bay, all of the other smaller properties that, we call the Pure Escape properties. They're also, doing their part. So the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association, GHTA, their membership is strong. Their membership is active. They're doing their part in providing room accommodations, and also with the taxi associations who will be looking at, utilizing their services to get, individuals moved across, from one point to another if they're not driving themselves. So there's the whole idea, again, is just a full engagement, bringing that sort of a lot of activity to the Grenada to stimulate the economy. And again, by the fact that we're tapping into our diaspora, we think it's so important to continue to, use this opportunity to just, build, as we're saying, build a stronger country by presenting all the opportunities that we do have, that we're putting forth right now as we look to building a road to Vision 75, which will be the second week. So I know you will expand on that shortly about, how we will build towards that.
Well, thank you very much, Randy. Well, of course, Vision 75, the Diaspora Homecoming event, falls directly into the vision of Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell and Vision 75. And when I say Vision 75, I mean 2075, which is only 49 years away. It sounds long, but I'm sure before we sleep 2-3 times it's going to be here. And Vision 75 basically sets the path and the direction as to where Grenada is going to be going in the next 49 years. And Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell will be outlining that at an event which Gail is going to talk about very shortly. But before we get back to Gail, I want to share with the public a song that has been written and sung by Donnell Best. He is a violinist. He lives out in Massachusetts, a Grenadian whom I met earlier on this year in Houston. And he is really a fantastic individual. So let me share with you that song so the public can really embrace and really feel the warmth that it provides. Here we go. Okay, we seem to be having some issues with the playing of the song. Did you hear it, Randy? Yeah, I think.
If I just wasn't hearing it because of my connection.
Yeah,
but it's a fantastic song, and I think it's a great jingle for the diaspora homecoming. So eventually, once we're able to play it, I mean, the public will be able to listen to it. And Donald, again, thank you to him for his contribution with getting this song written for the homecoming, and it's again, I think it's an enjoyable song.
Oh yeah, absolutely, so indeed. But our IT specialist and everything else in that little studio, Blondell, he is trying his best with limited equipment and technical challenges and so forth, but he's getting there. Before the show is over, I'm sure that he will get the song going. So let me jump over now to Gail. And Gail, are you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Okay, great. So we can continue now with week 2.
Okay, so as I was saying, week 2 is another packed week full of activities and events. We're going to we rounded off Sunday with a little fete and a little good time. And also a little community work. But on Monday, we're continuing community work, and we're going to do some give back initiatives in the community. So that you'll learn more about the individual details of those events. But Monday, 29th of June is what we all know is Fisherman's Birthday. So we're going to head up to Guave to participate in the Fisherman Birthday activities, which will be a great opportunity for many who haven't been back home for a while to reconnect and enjoy and take in some of that. On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I think we're down to what they call the brass tacks and getting to the business and the meat of the matter. Randall would have spoken and Terry would have spoken about Vision 75. On Tuesday, we're going to head to what's going to be our Diaspora Forum and Marketplace. And it's a 3-day event taking place at the Radisson Convention Center. And kicking that off, we will have presentation by the Honorable Prime Minister, Deacon Mitchell, who will be doing the Vision 75 presentation, which is going to speak as he lays out the foundation for Grenada's vision for development over the next 49 years, as you mentioned there, Terry. So that's going to set the framework and the platform for the discussions that will follow over the following 3 days. We will have people coming in who are going to be speaking on the particular pillars within Vision 75. So you'll hear about Project Polaris, you'll hear about housing and Project 500. Energy and oil and gas, and as well as finance in terms of the direction and skills development. Those are some key pillars out of Vision 75, which will set the foundation for some of our discussion. We'll continue on that day with the second part, which is the Investment Forum, where we'll have presentation from the Investment Migration Agency, GIDC, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Trade and Economic Development, which will give people greater insight into opportunities as we, develop and look at where our brothers and sisters in the diaspora who are coming home, who may not be coming home to live completely, but may want opportunities to connect, from business opportunities to development opportunities. And I think it's an exploratory time for people to determine, with the geopolitical situation that's going on globally now, people want to keep their options home, and home is always home. And they, want to be able to determine where they want to spend their golden years in life. And this is an opportunity for people to start making that plan. Day 2, how do you come back home? And definitely, that's a question that a lot of people, when they're planning to return to Grenada, don't always have all of the information, and some of them find it challenging to get the information they need. So we're going to bring all the key stakeholders together who can share for you what things you need to consider and anticipate in your preparation and plan to return home or to live. Maybe you want to live both abroad and at home. Maybe you want to construct a property. Maybe you want to rent a property. Maybe you want to renovate an existing family property. Maybe you have business that you want to run while you're still living abroad. So there are multiple areas that diaspora play a role in the ongoing development for Grenada. And what we're going to do on day 2 is really bring people from the different segments together to be able to answer those questions, make presentation about some of the things you need to know about, and then break out into smaller sessions where you can dig a little deeper. Running concurrently with all of this is our Diaspora Marketplace. So here's an opportunity that if you have a business you want to profile, that you want to leverage, or you want to connect with other local businesses in Grenada that you may think you might be able to invest in, or Grenadian based businesses right now want to showcase to people who are living in the diaspora, the marketplace is the opportunity to do that. So you're able to, whether it be have a larger booth or a table that you can demonstrate and you can display your products, share information, engage with people. We'll have a large opportunity for that, and that's taking place every day concurrently with the forum. Day 3 will be our financial forum, coupled with a professional exchange. We have people working in different ambits, in different areas, different career paths. And it's also our opportunity to bring in some of our young people into the discussion who may want to, and professionals outside of Grenada who may want to share their experiences, share how they made it to become a doctor or a specialist or an investment manager or whatever your career path is. If you have a story to tell, we're open and willing to see how we can build you into that program and have discussions to share your experiences and for us to learn from each other on both sides, that how do we connect so that people who are in the diaspora and want to be able to give back from a professional level can do that, and how do we connect them with the right grouping of people locally in Grenada. So that's what day 3 is about, coupled with the financial forum, where we will have many of the people from our banking industry in who will be speaking about a lot of the issues that are directly impacting us now, and giving people an opportunity to connect with the right institutions who are offering the services that they may require and just get greater detail. So it's a packed 3 days. I guarantee you that it will be worth the participation, and certainly you're going to be walking away feeling full of information and full of knowledge as we build Grenada together. On the 3rd, which is the Friday, we're going to celebrate a little bit with a grand gala event under the auspices of our Governor General, Dame Cecile Lagrenade. And people will get an opportunity to put on your best dress and come out and have a little fun and engage and socialize as we start to wind down the 2 weeks of events. But on Saturday, we have more social activities for you. St. Mark is hosting a Coconut Fest, which is a first-time event, but we look forward to that event. St. Mark's puts on very good localized events, and we certainly look forward to that being one of them. Tivoli Drummers will have a Salaka in Tivoli St. Andrews. That's going to be steeped with culture and food sharing and food preparation. In the Northeast, St. George Northeast, they're having a homecoming expo at Spice Basket. So what I'm trying to tell you is that there's a plethora of things for you to do during those 2 weeks. You can choose when you need to be here and when you can be here. If you can't be here for the entire 2 weeks, and on Saturday as well, Randy Isaac has his 40th anniversary concert, which is taking place. So you wouldn't want to miss that, Randy being one of the cultural icons in the calypso industry. So as you can see, it's a full calendar of events for 2 weeks, but you can choose. Some people may not have the luxury of 2 weeks off work or up from their businesses to be here, but they may be able to be here for a week, they may be able to be here for 3 days. You can decide based on the calendar what suits you best and how you're going to fit in that period.
Very much, Gail. I mean, it's quite a lot indeed. And as we move closer to the date and fine-tune all the various activities, it's really going to be an exciting time for Grenada. Very, very exciting. And my message out there to folks in the diaspora: start booking your flights, start booking your hotels. This is going to be a memorable time for you in Grenada, and basically just on the heels of Carnival. So from now on to Carnival, is going to be a lot of excitement in Grenada. So thank you very much for that. Blondell has just informed me that he has gotten the song sorted out. So we will take in the song and then we'll go back to Randy. So stay with us in a moment.
It's your time now, homecoming is our time now. Grenada is our time now. We standing proud, diaspora all over the world. Friends, families, we time now to celebrate your bringing. For diaspora homecoming, I didn't think me at all. Together all of these things, love to see. I guess you're bringing. For diaspora homecoming all over the world. It's your time now. is a better nation we building. Hey, it's your time now.
Welcome back. What are your thoughts about the song?
Diaspora, homecoming, together we win. Diaspora, homecoming.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Great song, Terry.
I wanted to just correct myself when I said earlier on about Vision 75. It relates to Grenada's independence 2075, which is 23 years from now, because we have celebrated our 52nd anniversary of independence. So Vision 75 is about 2075, which is 23 years away from now. And although it does sound long, but time flies so fast these days. The Prime Minister will be outlining to the nation the vision for Grenada by 2075. And this particular document has been worked on for many years, but Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has embraced it and of course added to it his own personal vision, etc. And will be a very interesting presentation when it comes up. So back to Randy. Are you there, Randall?
I'm here.
Okay, great. I wasn't seeing you for a moment, but I'll get to you shortly.
I'm right here.
All right. So, Randall, as we move quickly towards the realization of diaspora homecoming, what are some of the challenges do you see we facing at this time?
Well, I think a lot of it, because it's the first year, is ensuring that we get the programming right, and then the right marketing to go out into the diaspora, right? Because ultimately we want to put together a fantastic program, but at the same time message that, what is exactly is happening, because there was sort of individuals asking questions, what is the program going to look like? What are we going to roll out? So it was sort of getting all of those things right to make sure that once they do arrive on the island, they have something very substantial. So Diaspora Homecoming is, we want to do this every single year as we are intentionally engaging our diaspora. But more importantly, it's not just a lime or it's not a hangout, but it's also creating avenues for investment and to actually do real business, to create real connection with other members of the diaspora. So if you are a Grenadian living in New York, you might have business opportunities with a Grenadian living in Canada or Dubai or anywhere else in the world. So it's to bring all Grenadians together into the room through the business forum and the diaspora marketplace, and really understand how we could work collaboratively to serve our destination, to increase GDP, and of course increase the gross national product, GNP as well, holistically for Grenada. So it's a great opportunity to invest. It's another great opportunity for the networking part and the connections part, meaning that you just have more ability to meet more Grenadians locally and abroad, expand your horizon of how you operate business-wise, and also how do you build more friendships with Grenadians around the world. Especially if you're visiting foreign countries, you might be Grenadians that you're going to be meeting there. You have a friend somewhere else. And more importantly, bring the children, the second and third generation, to see exactly where you grew up, and then let them become more and part and parcel of helping and growing the country, right? Understanding where you come from. Ultimately, as we look to Vision 75, where are we going to be when we celebrate our 75th anniversary of independence? It's up to this generation to really start moving Grenada forward, to really start honing in on the transformation agenda. And this is that opportunity with the Diaspora Homecoming, is that here we are being intentional about planning, moving the country forward. We have key initiatives like the Project Polaris initiative with the new Mount Sinai Hospital that be important as we build a stronger niche pillar for tourism, and also we build a stronger niche pillar for medical. And that actually helps because, there's a lot of investment opportunity there that we could leverage with members of the diaspora. We're looking at skill development training. We're looking at renewable energy. We're looking at housing, construction industry. We're looking at agriculture. So all of the key initiatives that we are focusing on, we are asking, again, the diaspora to come home and engage. Let us continue to assist and help ourselves build a better and stronger Grenada. But outside of that, right now it's, now that we have the program completely outlined, it's setting that out to the market, having Grenadians understand exactly what they're coming to, what the program looks like. And now, they could go online and book flights and book accommodation. With the participating hotels, we have great specials that we're offering. And in addition to that, June is usually the best time of year to travel to Grenada because the flights are usually the cheapest at this point. But of course, as the flights start filling up, the prices start going up. So I'm encouraging everyone to book now, book their stay now. And again, if you're not coming in for Carnival, you can't make Carnival this year, this is the next best option, because you'll be 2 weeks full with wonderful activities and entertainment. So you're going to have a wonderful time on the island, and you're going to pretty much leave enriched by creating new connections and enriched by new business opportunities.
Randy, one of the challenges, and I get that message all the time, traveling these days, it's a very high cost. With your responsibilities at GTA, what do you think by way of special charters can be organized for next year? How do you respond to that?
Right. So what we have to do is assess the demand for homecoming this year, and then assess how that sort of builds out into next year. We also have to think about room capacity, how many people we're going to be expecting. And by that point, we have to start. Once you understand demand going into next year, it takes a few months to plan to charter an aircraft, because of course there's a leasing company out there or a charter company out there that has to plan the utilization of the aircraft. In addition to that, we have to also be mindful of when we're chartering people in, is the airline going to stay here or does it fly back empty? Because then you have to pay for the empty legs. So it's a challenge that we've had, especially during Spice Mass. It's a challenge that we have during the high season, when charter companies are, working the most. But ultimately, you want to ensure that both legs are full, so it makes sense for the charters. And especially now, are you looking at the issue with the cost of fuel? We have to be very mindful that, in some instances with a charter, you have to put in a guarantee, a revenue guarantee, and make sure that you fill that charter and pay for it. Either it's going to stay on island. If it's staying on island, you have to pay for it to stay in Grenada with the flight not flying. Or if it's going back, then we have to make sure that we do have other people leaving the island with the charter, so it's filled. So it's something that you have to be very methodical about, understanding the financials, the risk and the return, risk reward. And from there, we can start planning. But right now, this year, we're going to start with assessing demand, because we do have the seat capacity come into the destination currently. As we continue to grow, we will then add more flight capacity, and add more charter services if we have to go down that path. But it's something that we do have to, fully assess. And once diaspora homecoming is growing, from strength to strength, then we will figure out a way to ultimately bring in charters, or even have the airlines come in and, ensure that they add more capacity. And with more capacity, it sometimes would reduce the price. But we do have to understand the total environment in which they work on or working within, because of all the geopolitical issues with fuel prices, and then demand for those wide bodies or narrow bodies, depending on where they're going to be flying. So, but right now, even this year, we have more capacity, more lift from Canada that we traditionally had. We have 2 flights again running this summer. So that's going to be a Wednesday and a Sunday flight from Air Canada. They're flying year round now with 2 flights. Again, a great accomplishment for us throughout the year. And we do have the capacity today with JetBlue. We have more a lift coming in with American Airlines. And they're adding more capacity even with Carnival season. But we use Carnival as a sort of the barometer. And then from there, see how we start understanding demand and then adding flights to suit.
Great. Fantastic. Well, let's hope that we can work towards getting the cost of flights, travel costs and so forth down, because
but this is why I want to encourage everyone to book now. Do not wait anymore, because with the instability of the fuel market right now, book now. Book your flights now. Lock in the better pricing now, and make sure that you're able to get here on a reasonable ticket at this time, because we understand across the globe that fuel prices are going to start pushing up costs of living a little bit. So you want to make sure that you lock in now. Do not procrastinate. And we want to make sure you get here for homecoming.
Yep, absolutely. And just to highlight the fact that this is not just about our citizens in the diaspora coming home. This is also about our local Grenadians who live on the mainland, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, participating in all of the activities, and especially the business forum, the marketplace, etc. So they must make contact, go online and reserve their table or booth, etc., as they so require, and be part and parcel of this tremendous exercise. Also, those in the diaspora, encouraging them, if they're going to be coming down to showcase their businesses, that they need to write through the website indicating what stocks they're traveling with, what sort of display material or equipment they need to travel with, so that they can display their products. Those will be duty-free. Of course, the customs will want to be assured that, in fact, these products are for the diaspora homecoming activities at the business forum, and ensuring that all goes well with customs. But concessions will be granted. The government of Grenada has agreed to issue concessions on those materials or products you'll be showcasing in the business forum. So,
and also, I would like to add something to that. Again, the diaspora homecoming, as much as to attract visitors into Grenada, meaning our Grenadian citizens back to Grenada, it is really about the Grenadians here as well, leveraging those opportunities to participate, invite, members of your diaspora back to your communities. Engage in the business forums, engage in, if you're looking for capital injection, investment, this is the right people, because these are individuals who are connected to Grenada. They are Grenadian citizens. And if you're looking for that opportunity, you want to network with them, you want to connect with them, and show them the opportunities that exist in Grenada. Also, when you're inviting your families and friends, I know a lot of families are looking to have family reunions at that time. So it's a great time to, again, invest and invite and encourage more, everybody that in the diaspora to come home at this point. And again, take advantage of having this, all of our people back on island. Take advantage of those opportunities. And this is why, I'm really excited about the week 2 as well, because we're so intentional about creating these forums to really create that sort of engagement and that platform to engage. So it's something that I think is going to be very useful to all Grenadians. Again, it's not just for the diaspora, it's Grenadians locally. Take advantage of this opportunity.
Great. Thank you very much, Randy. We're going to take a very, very short break. I think we have one of the ministers on who would like to extend Mother's Day greetings. Let's see if we can accommodate her at this time. So we take a short break. Back with you in a moment.
May 16th, Brooklyn will come alive with live acoustic performances from some of Grenada's top local acts, setting the stage for an evening that celebrates culture, cuisine, and community. Set in an atmosphere of refined elegance, guests will enjoy a curated Caribbean culinary experience. The evening will also feature a special keynote address by the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada. This premier fundraising affair promises an unforgettable experience where flavor, music, and purpose come together for a truly meaningful evening. Tickets are available now on GoToFate and Eventbrite. Secure yours early and be part of an extraordinary night. Spice Indulgence, an evening of heritage, connection, and impact. On Saturday,
It's our time now. Grenada is our time now. We standing proud, diaspora all over the world. Friends, families, we time. We love to see the greatness you're bringing. For diaspora homecoming, I just experience all them thing. Together all are we winning. We love to see I guess you're bringing. For diaspora homecoming, all over the globe, say we striding. Is a better nation we building. Hey. Diaspora
Welcome back to the NDC Heartbeat podcast. We have now virtually, we have Senator the Honorable Claudette Joseph and Senator the Honorable Gloria Thomas. They would like to bring greetings to their constituents on the occasion of Mother's Day, and of course all Grenadians locally and in the diaspora. So welcome to the Heartbeat once again. We will go with, first of all, with Senator Thomas. I hope you don't mind we giving way to the youth. So we start with Senator.
We are both youth.
Both youth. Okay, I wouldn't argue. I would not argue. So we go first of all with Senator Claudette Joseph. The floor is now yours.
Thank you, Terry, and thanks for giving me the opportunity to appear on our flagship program today on this very special Mother's Day. Let me first greet everyone who is viewing or listening to the program on any of the platforms on which it is aired. But let me greet especially the mothers of, first of all, the mothers in my family. My own mother is passed. May her soul continue to rest in peace. But my sisters and my cousins, my aunts, all the mothers in my family. And of course, that is extended to my National Democratic family members. We have one fantastic mother here with us, Sister Gloria, and all the other mothers, President of the Women's Arm, all the other mothers of the National Democratic Congress. And special greetings I extend to the mothers of the constituency of the town of St. George. I hope that God continues to bless each and every one of you. I hope you all are enjoying your day, your special day today. When I log off here, I will be coming to the constituency. I'll be in the Dabo area this afternoon in a short while. So coming by to extend Mother's Day greetings to you in person. And so I ask that you continue to remain steadfast, continue to walk in the light of God, and continue to be great role models and pillars of strength for your parents, for your children, including your adult children. As adults, we still need our parents. So happy Mother's Day to all of you women of Grenada and the town of St. George. You are the rocks on which we lean, and we are thankful and grateful for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Senator Claudette Joseph, the caretaker representative for the town of St. George and next parliamentary representative. So at this time, we go to Senator the Honorable Gloria Thomas. Welcome to the Heartbeat.
Thank you, Brother Terry. Pleasant good afternoon to all. I just want to take this opportunity to say Happy Mother's Day to all mothers in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Matnik, and also mothers in the diaspora. We appreciate and honor your invaluable contribution to your family, to the community, and the country as a whole. We want to encourage you to continue to be the best role model and to be present for your family. We know that mothers play a pivotal role in holding families together, functioning as providers and as protectors on many occasions. And you have been doing an awesome job at it. So to the mothers in St. Andrews Northwest, mothers on the National Executive of the NDC, and as I said, all mothers, we appreciate and honor your invaluable contribution, and we want to take this opportunity as we celebrate today. We wish you the best, and we pray that you will continue to have a blessed and happy day. Happy Mother's Day to all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Senator Thomas, and happy Mother's Day to you also, and trust that you'd have a wonderful afternoon in your constituency, and of course with all mothers throughout Grenada. Okay, so at this time, Senator Claudette Joseph, I think you wanted to make a final comment. Are you there?
Yes, please. Thank you very much. Thanks for the indulgence. Okay. I was a little remiss just now. So I want to also specially greet all our mothers in the diaspora and to say to all of you that I will be coming to spend some time with you in the diaspora later on this month with the support of some friends in the diaspora. I will be journeying to North America, where I will be interacting with our locals in New York, New Jersey, and Washington, D.C. And of course, I will have a special engagement with our National Democratic Congress chapter in New York. So greetings and happy Mother's Day to all of you, especially my wonderful friends who have come together to take steps to support my campaign in the next general elections. So thank you and see you soon.
Congratulations. Congratulations on your upcoming trip to North America, and wish you all the very best and success as you journey through. And congrats to the friends of Senator Claudette Joseph, who obviously have worked hard to make this, possible for you. So congratulations. All the very best.
Thank you very much.
All right.
So to everybody supporting all the activities.
Thank you. Thank you again. So right now we have gone beyond the time. So I'll now go back to Randall Dolan and Gail Purcell as we close this afternoon's program. So Gail, we just asked for your closing remarks at this point in time.
Right. So thanks, Terry. I just would like to use the opportunity to extend a special invitation to everybody in the diaspora. If you were not sure, if you were second guessing, if you weren't clear on the information, I think by now you will have a good picture of what is on offer for the homecoming. And we're looking forward to having you here on our shores to partake in as many of the events as possible. So mark your calendar, book your flight, get on the internet today and check out all the flights and hotel accommodations. And if you're staying by family, even better. June 21st, be here. Lots will be happening right through to July 5th.
Great. Thank you very much. And the website is homecoming.gd, so you can, pop on there and let us know what you plan to do.
As well on Facebook and Instagram.
Great. Fantastic. So we move over now to Randall Dolan for his closing remarks, Chairman of GTA and Deputy Chair of the Diaspora Homecoming Events.
Again, thank you, Terry, for the opportunity to be on Heartbeat today. And again, thank you to all of the listeners for tuning in, getting the information about Diaspora Homecoming. We do look forward to welcoming you to Grenada. Look forward to sharing this wonderful initiative and growing it from strength to strength, because we have to do so collectively. Terry, as you know, we're going to be also speaking to the diaspora in New York. We're going to be doing an event in London, and then we're going to be doing an event in Atlanta, all in the coming weeks as well. So we like the members in the diaspora in those locations to stay tuned. We're going to be, seeing you in person and continuing to engage, going forward. So we do ask you to go on the website, homecoming.gd, register at this time to be part of this historical event. Don't miss it. I encourage you to be here, book now. Also in London, we're going to be, with the Chelsea Flower team, also led by a delegation led by the Governor General. So hopefully when they bring home the gold as well, we're going to be launching the Flower Festival show that's coming up later in November. But with that, it's a great touch point to talk to our diaspora again and promote homecoming. So I'm looking forward to seeing the registration come in. We look forward to seeing the flights get booked, the hotels get filled, and welcoming all of you to our beautiful homeland of Tri-Island State of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Happy Mother's Day to you all. Enjoy the day celebrating, and we look forward to staying in touch.
Great. Thank you very much, Randy. And let me end by just reminding folks out in the diaspora that Prime Minister the Honorable Deacon Mitchell will be hosting a town hall at Medgar Evers College on Sunday the 17th. And there'll be presentations from Prime Minister. There'll be presentation from Ambassador Andrea Sembernard, talking about Polaris and the opportunities for Grenadians to invest and bringing them up to date as to Project Polaris. And then myself, I'll be also updating the diaspora on Diaspora Homecoming and all the opportunities and so forth that awaits them. So that's your program for today. Thank you very much for being part of the Heartbeat, and join us again next Sunday when we would have another equally stimulating and interesting program to share with you. So thank you. Have a great Sunday afternoon, and catch up next week. Okay. All the very best. Until then.
16th, Brooklyn will come alive with live acoustic performances from some of Grenada's top local acts, setting the stage for an evening that celebrates culture, cuisine, and community. Set in an atmosphere of refined elegance, guests will enjoy a curated Caribbean culinary experience. The evening will also feature a special keynote address by the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada. This premier fundraising affair promises an unforgettable experience where flavor, music, and purpose come together for a truly meaningful evening. Tickets are available now on GoToFate and Eventbrite. Secure yours early and be part of an extraordinary night. Spice Indulgence, an evening of heritage, connection, and impact. On Saturday, May...
To every Grenadian, wherever you are in the world, this is your invitation. Grenada Diaspora Homecoming 2026 is more than a celebration. It is a moment of reconnection and a call to action. Across several continents, the United Kingdom, the Caribbean, and beyond, Grenadians continue to excel, to lead, and to represent who we are. You're an essential part of our nation. Now, we invite you to come home, not just to visit, but to engage, to invest, to share your knowledge, to build new partnerships. Grenada is growing in trade, in exports, in opportunities. And through this homecoming, we are creating real pathways for you to connect with business, with government, and with the future of our country. This is your home, your roots, your legacy. Come home. Let us reconnect. Let us collaborate. Let us build Grenada together.